Every video game you love has a name you probably never questioned. But what if I told you some of the biggest titles in gaming history have names with hidden meanings, strange origins, or stories you'd never expect? And today in this video, we are going to break down the real stories behind the names of your favorite video games. So let's dive into it. Number 1. Mario. Imagine creating a character that would become a global legend but not even having a name for him. In the early days of Nintendo, he was just called Jumpman, a silent hero climbing ladders and jumping over barrels in Donkey Kong. No identity, no legacy, just a placeholder. Then one day, everything changed. The landlord of Nintendo's warehouse, Mario Segel, walked in reportedly demanding overdue rent. The developers looked at him. He had strong presence and some good attitude. And then something clicked. What if Jumpman had a real name? What if we call him Mario? So, from that moment on, Jumpman was gone and Mario was born. Number 2. The Legend of Zelda. Back in the 1980s, game designer Shigeru Miyamoto was creating a fantasy adventure unlike anything players had seen before. But he needed a name for the princess in the game. He wanted something elegant, mysterious, and unforgettable. While Miyamoto was looking for the name, he heard about Zelda Fitzgerald, who was the wife of writer F. Scott Fitzgerald. He found her name so unique and magical, he actually ended up choosing it for the princess. And just like that, the Legend of Zelda was born. Number 3. Elden Ring. Elden Ring sounds mysterious, right? But it's not just a cool title. When Hidetaka Miyazaki teamed up with George R.R. Martin, they didn't want a typical fantasy name. They wanted something deeper. The Elden Ring isn't a physical ring. It's a cosmic force, a set of rules that controls reality itself. It is related to life, death, order, and literally everything. And that power once held the world together until it was shattered. That's why the name works so well. The word Elden feels ancient and almost divine. On the other hand, ring represents something whole, or unity. So the title isn't random. It's the entire story in 2 words. Number 4. Grand Theft Auto. It actually comes straight from real-life crime law. Grand Theft Auto is a legal term used in the USA for stealing a car, a serious felony. Back in the 90s, developers at DMA Design, now known as Rockstar North, were making a chaotic crime game where players could run wild in a city. At first, the game had a totally different name, which was Race and Chase. But during development, they leaned more into crime, chaos, and freedom. So they picked up a name that captured all of it instantly. Grand Theft Auto, which is short, illegal, and memorable. And of course, it's perfect for a game like this. Number 5. Fortnite. Back in the development, Epic Games was building a survival game where players had to gather resources, build shelters, and survive against monsters. But here's the twist. The game revolved around surviving for 14 days. And guess what 14 days is? A fortnight. So they combined the idea of building forts and surviving a fortnight. And boom, Fortnite was born, a name that secretly tells you the whole concept of the game. And now, it's one of the biggest games on the planet. Number 6. Yandere Simulator. Ever wondered why Yandere Simulator has such a strange and intense name? Well, it all starts with the word yandere. In Japanese pop culture, a yandere is a character who seems sweet and loving at first and becomes dangerously obsessed when it comes to love. The creator wanted a game that wasn't just about school life, but about obsession. A girl so in love with her crush that she's willing to eliminate anyone who gets in her way. Also, they included simulator in the name because it's not just a story. You're controlling every move, every decision, and every choice of the protagonist. So, the name Yandere Simulator literally means a simulation of being a love-struck but deadly obsessive character. It's cute on the outside but terrifying on the inside. So these were some games I picked from different genres. If you want me to make part 2 of this video, please let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Peace. Hadouken!